because I woke up like out of a pure panic attack and didn't know what was going on. But I mean, my neurologist told me that most likely it was, but they can't prove it because it's not. I'm not on an EEG, so if they're not having me hooked up, they don't know. But just from explanation, they assume.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, they can't prove it unless otherwise.
Is there any kind of a support group that you go to, or that it's available for people that have seizures?
I'm sure there is, but I haven't found one yet.
Yeah.
However, I have a huge support group here. I have my mom's group. It's MOPS. It's part of a church, and they've just been absolutely amazing. They're my surrogate family.
Well, a lot of times the moms groups are the best ones.
They are.
Yeah.
And they've gone out of their way. People that barely even knew me were just like, hey, I'm here. And whenever we had the snow apocalypse, like, I don't know, 3 times in a row, people would just show up at my door with groceries, and they would call, and they're like, Christen, I'm here. Just tell me. These people aren't talkers, they're doers. And I've been blessed to have those people in my life.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad they did that.
I think the next snow we have, we're going to Kristen's house because free groceries.
right.
So we'll just come hang out with you for a while. It'll be fun.
That's okay. I'll bake cookies. I mean, hey.
Yes.
So are you a good cook?
I think I am, but I mean, it's hard to cook for just one person and 2 children because kids don't really, I don't know, they just stare at the food I feed them.
Yeah. Why now? Do you fix them what they want, or do you fix them what you need to fix, or what's good for them?
I fix what that is good for them,
Okay.
and I usually have like a wheel of food because they're just picky. So I at least ask them to try one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And my at the beginning, neither one of them liked chicken.
Yeah.
Now they eat chicken. So it's just I just ask them to taste it. I don't know. I even say sometimes just lick it.
Right.
I mean, hey.
Like it. I love it.
When my kids were that age, they practically just lived off mac and cheese and grilled cheeses. I mean, they would just go and get like little cheese slices out of the refrigerator. I don't know what it was about cheese, and it took me years. But I mean, now they'll pretty much eat anything.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Of course, they're 19 and 18 now.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. so a little time has passed since then. Now we're going to dig a little deeper. I'm going to take a quick break here in a second, but we're going to dig a little deeper and just really, I want everybody to get to know you because I've read the biography, the short biography that you wrote me, and I mean, there's been a lot of stuff going on in your life in the past 5 years, and I want to say this on the air because I don't have that little switch in my mind that says, "Hey, Chris, don't ask that question." So if I ask something that's out of line, or if I ask something that makes you uncomfortable, or anything at all like that, just say, "Hey, Chris, just shut up. I'm not gonna talk about that."
Just slap him.
Right. Just slap me. But then we'll just move on to something else, and it'll be fine. And that's not gonna hurt my feelings or anything, because I want you to just be relaxed and have a good time. That's my main purpose here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Okay, good. So we're going to take just a quick little break, just because we've got some people helping us out at the CMA Fest, and I want to make sure we at least play their ads.
Exactly.
Right? They support us. We got to support them.
Like a boss.
Absolutely. But don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with Christen.
The Chris Top Program, only live on Spreaker.com.
Spreaker.com.
And a proud member of iHeartRadio.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
I get Dollar Shave Club blades delivered, so I always have a shave with a fresh blade. Does that make me a genius? Yes. Yes, it does. I use the 4X, a.k.a. the Lover's Blade. Just go to the ChrisTopProgram.com and click on the Dollar Shave Club link, and you will never spend a fortune on shaving again. You might look at it as a great close shave experience, but I look at it as one step closer to being awesome.
Dancing Queen.
Hey, I'm Chris Top.
And I'm Allie Top.
Of the Chris Top program. We wanted to take just a minute to tell you about Hey Sugar Shop.
Oh gosh, those slutty truffles were so good.
You should know, you ate most of them.
That is a total lie, Mr. Top.
I shared. I didn't want you to put me in the doghouse.
Oh, the chocolate, the fudge, the cheesecake. I was smitten.
I didn't know the true meaning of smitten until I had cookies from Hey Sugar Shop.
Cookies with our logo on them.
I have to admit, our logo makes the perfect cookie, and they did such a great job with it. It was super cool. And have you seen what they can do with everybody else's logo on the website?
They should hang those cookies up in an art museum.
Maybe as long as you can eat them at the end of the day. Take some time, explore the website heysugarshop.com.
Or on Twitter at Hey Sugar Shop.
Your mouth will water once you see the picture of those slutty cheesecake truffles.
You seriously just ate all the cookies, didn't you?
What? No, no, I didn't eat the cookies. What?
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
We're back.
We're back and we're better than ever.
Sunny Clarksville, Tennessee. It's so rainy today.
It's not so sunny. Yeah.
No, it's not so sunny,
It's
Clarksville.
like we could just be singing in the
Oh,
rain.
stop it. Just stop it.
Well, can I just sing the whole song real quick?
I think Kristen hung up on us. See, that's what happens when you sing.
That's why I should never sing. I should never sing. I should never sing.
Let me see if I can.
Sing.
Let me see if I can get her back
Never
real quick.
sing, never sing. She hung up for real.
She did.
All right.
What did she? Okay, it was
good
probably. It's just a Skype thing, I'm sure. Because Skype just recently. Okay, I don't know if I hung up on your review or something. I don't know what happened. But anyway,
I was singing.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
I blamed it on Allie's singing.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Are you having fun on Twitter? Because you totally weren't on Twitter at all.
You're true. I wasn't. I don't know why I've never been on Twitter before, but it's awesome.
Now we can talk about Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, we can.
I loved that video that you sent me. I watched it.
Now, I must have missed this. What video was that?
It was that lip syncing thing where
Oh.
like LL Cool J hosted, and then you watched it with somebody else, Anne Hathaway.
Yeah,
last
it was
night.
actually pretty. I've never seen that
It
show.
was
Is it?
Jimmy Fallon, and who was he against? Kristen, who was he against? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
The Rock
The
or
Rock.
whatever he
Yes,
was. I can't
yes,
remember his
The
real
Rock.
name.
That was funny. Dwayne Johnson.
Yes. Oh, I'm embarrassed.
No.
No, but he was lip syncing Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Shake It Off.
That's
Shake it
fine.
off.
And it's amazing.
It's Tay Tay. It's Tay Tay.
I think I would like that
Yes.
show. I need to start watching it.
It's great.
I keep saying that, but I haven't started watching
Bet
it.
you'll probably never watch it.
I probably will. But I mean, we got DVR. We can just record it.
Like a bouse.
Right. Now, do you ever sleep, Kristen? Because I mean, you've got two young kids, and you get up at like 5 a.m. But then it seems like you're up pretty late too. Because I was seeing some pretty late tweets. I was like, "Whoa, she retweeted that." It was like 1 a.m. or something.
I don't sleep. I really don't. I
Sleep
try,
is
but I have
overrated.
so much going on and so much is on my brain. I'm like, there's just so much going on. How do I sleep?
Now, I'm sure a person in your situation, I'm sure it would be really easy to get depressed. And you don't seem like the type of person that's ever depressed. I mean, you seem really positive, really optimistic. I mean, is that a show, or is that how you really feel right now?
That's how I really feel. I mean, I just can't stay down long. It's just not who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I believe no matter what, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and this isn't going to last forever.
Now, tell me, what are the main differences in Kristen from 6 years ago and Kristen today?
I hung up on you.
Yeah, what, you hung up on me?
I thought I hung up on you. Sorry. Someone was texting me, and I ended it, and it just went away. I would say because 6 years ago, maybe more about 4 or 5 years ago, I just go by what people tell me. Because my epilepsy with the medications I went through, they said I was just kind of, not exactly a different person, but I wasn't the same. The light out of my face went away. I was just kind of down. I wasn't happy. And I went through about 10 medications. So you could only imagine just going through those, and they just take everything out of you. And so what I've been told, I wasn't the same person. And they even told me as much as my voice sounds different now, I actually laugh. And my neurosurgeon, I asked him about that, and he's like, Christen, you know, where your epilepsy came from, and you would have not been the same person, you know, because it affects your personality, your emotions, your feelings, and it does affect the pitch of your voice and the pitch of your laugh. And I'm like, wow. And he's like, you would have never known you were any different. So I've lived my life, like all the memories I've lived my life through pictures and through what people have told me. I really have lost about 5 years of my life.
Wow.
So I just go by for what people tell me. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not who I am anymore. And I make jokes and I tell people, hey, my name is Christen Chandler. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I knew you prior to this 5 years ago, and you owe me $5.
Well, I can't help that.
Well, it's great, though, that you have that type of an attitude where you can joke about something like this, because if we go back to December, and this has only been a few months, I mean, your life is just normal, or I hate to say normal, but I guess the way you're used to it being. And then you get the news that you're going to have surgery. Now, was this news, was it something that excited you? Did it terrify you? Were you optimistic about it? How did that make you feel?
It's kind of sketchy, but I wrote a lot of journals. So, but the day of my surgery, I remember very clear. I got sick twice. I just headed to the bathroom twice because I was scared out of my mind. I mean, you're having brain surgery. They're removing a part of your brain. I was scared out of my mind. But I knew it was at least a step forward, because if I said no, I could never know if it would really help me or not. And so I was like, well, I could either stay the way I am or try something new, try something that could be beneficial to me. And I could never imagine how I am now, because it really has transformed my life. And so I'm able to drive, I'm able to go get a job. And when my neurosurgeon said I would have new beginnings, he has no idea. Like, my life is literally a new beginning. I have started over. He even described it as where I was the last 4 or 5 years is like a separate person. I am like, you know, I'm looking at a totally different person from years ago. And he's like, you have a chance to live your life again. And I was like, wow. You know, and I can see that now. He said I wouldn't probably see a difference in who I am at least 3 months after my surgery. And he's like, I can't wait for you to tell me how you are 6 months from the surgery date to a year. And he's like, because you've already surpassed what most people don't surpass at my appointment now. He's like, people can't even tell you the difference is in who they are, because I could tell the difference in myself whenever I had my 4-week post-op. I could tell, hey, you know, I feel better. I can actually have better memory, you know. And he was like, people don't recognize that until later.
Were you as humble and optimistic before the surgery as you are now?
I don't know. I mean, I think I was. But, you know, a few people that don't like me anymore, we just won't say who, you know, they have different opinions of me, and that's fine. But I feel like I was always a humble person. I think my worst thing before, you know, all this and before all my surgery, I was just incredibly impulsive. And that's what I've been told. You know, I always had to have something. And now I'm like, why did I ever need that? Like, I have a huge house. Why would I need anything else? But they just said it's part of the problem. And I really am me, and people that have known me, like my friends in Savannah, where they're all scattered now. One's in Oklahoma, one's in Atlanta, one's in Savannah. They're like, Christen, you're you again. And it's so nice to see you're you. So it's really nice to hear that from people, that I'm myself again.
Yeah, I'm sure just any positive words and any support you get from anybody is something that you need.
Correct.
For sure. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat, and we've got quite a few people in there, but nobody's talking. Everybody's shy. Except for Jess is talking. I want to say hi to Jess.
We can see that
That's
you're
my
in
best friend.
Is that your bestie?
Yes, it's one of them.
Uh-oh. If I talk to her sometime, would she give me some dirt on you, or?